Hi, I'm Carling, and I'm here to talk about my Carling Loves Cats quilt coat pattern. One of the most common questions I get is about sizing and styles, so I thought it would be just easier for me to put them on and show them to you. I just now released a quilt coat pattern in 8 sizes and 2 styles. So they range from extra small to 4X, and then there's 2 styles on the hem of the coat, a scalloped edge or a straight edge, and then also 2 styles for the top. There's a collar or a hood. So let me try some on and show them to you. So first of all, I'm about 150 pounds and 5'4", and I like to wear the medium size. So this is the Carling Loves Cats quilt coat pattern in a medium with the shorter scalloped edge and the collar. And this is a very relaxed style fit coat. This is not a fitted jacket. This is made for quilters using only quilting techniques, so you won't see any set in sleeves or anything like that. So this is any quilter who's done a quilt can make this quilt coat. So let me try some more on. So again, this is the medium. This is the extra small with a hood and with the original hem. So this is your longer style. It's going to look a little bit more like a quilt. And then the hood, and then this is the same length sleeve, but this is rolled up. So you can see this is a little bit more fitted than the medium was. Okay, this is the small size with a collar and then the original longer hem. So you can see it looks a lot bigger than the other one because of that original hem. So just changing the hem really kind of changes the size. And then it has those large outer pockets, but you can also do a small inside cell phone pocket. That's in the pattern. They're kind of mix and match pockets, whatever you want to do, or no pockets. And then all of these coats are fully reversible because I show you how to do the quilt as you go seam on the inside. So this is not a French seam. This is quilt as you go. It's what a lot of domestic machine quilters use to quilt their coats because they don't have that big long arm. So it's easy to quilt small pieces and then put them together using that quilt as you go seam. And it's very smooth. It doesn't add a lot of bulkiness. And I have a video showing you how to do that. And there's also instructions in the pattern. So again, that was the small size. And I already showed you the medium. This is the large size with the collar and the scalloped shorter edge. So here's the large. And again, you can roll up the sleeves. There's also a step in the pattern to trim the sleeves to exactly what you want. It's the last step. But this is the large size. And again, fully reversible using that quilt as you go seam. And then here is the extra large size using the original hem, so that classic hem with the large outer pockets, and this one is with a hood. And one thing that I really like about this hood is that it has this center panel. That center panel keeps the coat from kind of making a triangle shape at the top of your head, and I really like to keep that rounded shape, so that's why, you know, the pattern has that center panel. On this one, I decided not to do a cell phone pocket. I wanted it to be fully reversible, so I've got these two larger outer pockets, but then on the inside, I also did two larger pockets so that I really could, you know, wear it reversible and still and not lose my pockets. So that was the extra large size. And then I also have, I came out with some larger sizes. Some of the ladies that are, you know, blessed in their bosom and in their hips. This is the 2X. I have a 3X and also a 4X size. We talked about the Carling Loves Cats quilt coat, all the different styles and sizes. Let me talk a minute about the pattern. This is the printed pattern. You can buy the digital or the printed. I do print them in bulk from my printer. They come just like this if you order the printed pattern online. It's got instructions, and then it also has the full page template. So let me pull that out. So it's 2 pages of about 3 by 4 feet of templates. So all the pieces that you need are on here, you know, the front and back panels, the pockets, the hood, the collar, everything is on here. You just cut them out so you get all your pieces. So you just cut them out and then they're ready to trace on your quilt or, you know, pin to your quilt and then just cut out right from your quilt. If you don't want to buy the printed pattern, you can also buy the digital and then you print it on 8.5 by 11 paper. It comes, the digital comes with this little map so you know how to lay out all the pages, and then all the pages are numbered. And then also included is a test square so you can make sure that your printer is printing at the right size, but as long as you print, you know, at 100% no scaling, it'll come out at the right size. So either option is available, the digital or the printed. But let me also show you the new pattern that also just came out. I also offer a kids pattern. So it comes printed on the full size, just like the adult. It's actually just 1 page instead of 2. That's why it's a little bit cheaper. But let me show you how cute the kids coat is. Comes in 7 sizes. It also has all the different styles, the hood or the collar, the scalloped or the straight edge. This is the 3T size. It comes, the smallest it comes is a 2T. It goes all the way up to extra large. So this is the 3T. So cute. And it's fully reversible using those quilt-as-you-go seams, just like the adult size. And then here's the small size. So cute. And this one, they left the ruffle that was on the quilted edge. They just left that. Cute. And then here's another example of another small size. So check that pattern out too.